Hello, everyone. My name is Shuyu Lin. I'm a PhD student at the University of Oxford Computer Science Department. Today, I'm very honored to share with you some of my personal experience and maybe advice for you to secure your own PhD place. So I would like to start by asking you some questions. First, why PhD? Why do you want to pursue a PhD degree? Is PhD the only route to the career that you want to achieve? What are other options? Is it possible to work in a relevant field for a couple of years before you fully commit to a PhD degree? So the reason why I want to ask you those questions is because PhD is actually a very hard task. I really don't want you to get into it before you really figure out whether this is something you want to do. I really don't want you to get in because you think I haven't think about my life properly. I don't know what I really want to do. Hence, I just want to stay in the school. So really think about it. And if you really think, yes, PhD is the thing I want to pursue, then let's look at what we need to do to achieve a PhD. Then I also want to ask you, do you know about PhD? Do you know what the day-to-day PhD work is like? Do you know how a research group functions in your area? Do you know how a PhD work is evaluated? What are the deliverables along the way? And what are the final objectives that you want to present at the end of your PhD? What is a successful PhD? What is one that is unsuccessful? Do you know the potential challenges? What is the worst outcome a PhD can bring about? Can you deal with them if they actually happen to you? So the reason why I also want to ask those questions is because very often we started PhD without knowing clearly about all this. I mean, me, myself, the same. But actually, PhD is quite a limited time project. So you really want to use your time efficiently. You don't really want to trial and error a lot of times. Hence, by talking to the current students, you can figure out most of those questions and be better prepared for your PhD. So if after going through those questions, you are sure you are mentally prepared for a PhD project, then let's go and look at how we apply for one. Say our end goal is to start a PhD in September 2021 this year, then the overall timeline will look like this. There will be several rounds of applications. So usually there will be 3 rounds. The first one will open in September, October. You probably want to check different universities. They might have their own schedule. And the first round will close in late November, early December. The second round will close in January. These 2 rounds are really the ones that you really want to make your application by, because usually the PhD applications are rolling basis. So that means the good candidates, as soon as the admission officer sees one, they will just make offer. And that indicates fewer offers will be left for the future stage. But if you really missed the first 2 rounds, you can still go ahead with the third round and see whether you can secure a place. Yep. So let's now zoom into, for example, 1 round of application and see what you specifically need to prepare to make an application. So the first step is to decide a research topic. This is because PhD is usually it's mainly to answer a research question around one specific topic. For example, my personal research is representation learning. That is a popular area in machine learning research. My specific research focused on one specific representation learning technique called variational autoencoder. So I want to study its benefits as well as limitations. Then after understanding its behavior, that I want to show some applications of using this technique. So my entire PhD, 4 years of time is all just about this specific topic. By asking you those questions, the supervisor really want to see, what do you want to plan to spend your next 4 times on? But I guess it's probably a little bit too demanding to ask you before you actually start your PhD. So indicating a rough area or direction that you have research interest in is often good enough. So for example, if you say you think representation learning in general is very exciting and you want to do some research in this area, then I think that's good enough. After deciding that, you want to find a supervisor, ideally an expert in the research area you want to do some work on. You can find a few of them, and those are the people you really want to start to initiate some conversations with. You want to chat with them about their research. You want to understand what are the research problems they want to solve in the next few years. And if after those chat, you feel like a mutual kind of good understanding of each other and you can see each other working together, then I guess you can start your application for those supervisors. There are two things I think particularly important in your application. One is the research proposal that is often 1,000-word like essay that you want to show your understanding of the problem. Some literatures will be very good. Then the maybe zoom into one or two problems you are highly interested in actually working on, and why you are a good candidate working on those problems. Then another set of important materials are the reference letters. Often you will be required for 3, and 2 of which have to come from an academic referees. After submitting your application, and if you pass the screening round, then you will be invited for interviews. And that will be often an hour long kind of discussion of your past research experience. And there might be some technical problems about the research problem you want to solve. If you are successful with that, then you secured yourself a place and you can be prepared to start your PhD in September. So what is a good PhD candidate that those selection committee are looking for? So I would say the first is the passion to the committed problem, because overall you want to spend the next 3-4 years on this problem, and you want to show that you will carry on till the end, you won't drop out, you won't change direction dramatically. And this can be shown through, for example, very thorough literature review you indicate in your research proposal. And then secondly, a good knowledge of math and some fundamental theories are always very good. And sometimes it's even necessary to indicate a good past record of those modules from your transcript. And some evidence of good time and management skills is very good. Often this can be shown from the past group projects you did in your undergrad. Some industrial internships is definitely a plus. And finally, in areas such as machine learning and computer vision, the selection committee often expect some past experience of research, and you probably will discuss about this in your interview. And these days is kind of quite a popular idea to show some publication record. This is not a required criteria, but if all your other candidates are showing it, not having one does seem like a weakness. So I guess the way to go about this, it probably is to indicate your current master supervisor to say you want to prepare for a PhD degree, hence any publication opportunities you want to be involved. So just try to grab some opportunities. I guess that's all I have today, and I wish you all good luck for your PhD applications and hopefully see you in next year at Oxford. Thank you.